Hello everyone, welcome to this video. In this video series we are working on different labs that you should be doing for AZ 104 Microsoft Azure Administrator Certification Exam. All these labs are available on the GitHub. I'm just following those different labs. We started working on manage virtual machines, and we have deployed a zone resilient Azure virtual machine using the Azure portal, and then use the same template to deploy another machine. In the previous video, in this video we're going to configure Azure virtual machines by virtual machine extensions. Now let's get to the task and let's take a quick look and show you what we did. So in the last lab we created this resource group. In this resource group we deployed this AZ10408 VM0 using the portal. Then we use this template to deploy the VM1 machine. The VM0 is using the availability zone 1 and VM1 is using the availability zone 2. Okay, so in this one, let's see what we need to do. We will install the Windows web server role on the two Azure virtual machines we deployed in the previous task by the custom script virtual machine extension. So in the Azure portal, search and select storage accounts. So let's go and go over here, search for storage account and select that one. And on the storage account blade, click the entry representing diagnostic storage account you created in the previous task. So diagnostic one that we created is this one that says AZ10408RG01 storage. So let's click on that one. Click the entry. On the storage account blade, click containers and then create a container. So here on the storage account blade, click the entry, click containers and then click containers. So let's see here, containers. So containers is under blob services. So let's click on that one and click on creating a new container, and it's saying just put a name scripts and public access level is private. So I'm going to create a container in here that with a private access level, so no one really can access it from the public. So back to the storage account blade, displaying the list of containers. Click on scripts. So click on scripts. On the scripts blade, click on upload, and on the upload blade, click the folder icon, open dialog box, navigate to folder, select PS1. So we need this file. So we need this file. So let's download this file real quick. So if I search for that one, why am I even searching for that one? So let's go, this is the lab 8. So let's go to and just open another GitHub, all files. So it should be under lab 8 and PS1. That's the IIS PS1 is most likely what the file is that we need. Let me go back. Yeah, so let's get that file, get the raw file and just save page as desktop. I'm going to just save it locally as lab 8, and this one I have saved this file now. So here I'm going to say upload. I'm going to choose the file that is in lab 8, and that's the file. I'm going to choose it and I'm going to click on upload. So let's see what else do we need to do, and upload that file in the Azure portal. Search and select the virtual machines. On the virtual machines blade, so it's asking us to go to that virtual machine. So let's go to the virtual machine now. Now we have uploaded this file, so let's go to these virtual machines, and right there is my virtual machine. On the virtual machine blade in the setting, click extensions and then click add. So here here's the extensions and we click on add. So we're done up to this point. Here on the new resources blade, click custom script extension here. So let's look for custom script extension is right here. So click on that one and hit create. So hit create. So it's now installing that one. From the install extension blade, click browse. So here I'm gonna click on browse. So this is my storage account, scripts, and I guess this is the script that we're gonna select. Let me make sure. Browse on the storage account blade, click the name of the storage account which you uploaded, go to the containers, click scripts and click select. Back on the install extensions, hit OK. So we do not really need to pass on any arguments, we just have to click OK on it, and it's saying that it's submitting the deployment. In the Azure portal, search for the virtual machine VM1. So we will probably do the same thing for the VM1 as well. So let's make sure this deployment is successful. We are still not seeing any problems, so just give it a second. Actually, while it's happening, we can still go to the other VM and not waste any time. And we'll do to the setting. Okay, this one is actually saying go to the setting and click export template. So let's make sure that we are on VM1. Go to setting, then click on export template. That's what they said. Okay, on the AZ export template blade, click on deploy. Here they're saying click on deploy. Okay, on the custom deployment blade, click edit template. So on the custom deployment, that's edit parameters, sorry, discard. So click on edit template. On the edit template bar, in the section displaying the content of the template, insert the following code starting with line 20. So line 20, so we'll copy that one. Underneath resources bracket, so line 20 is right here. Right here is line 20. So we'll just hit enter and put that stuff. Note this section of the template defines same Azure virtual machine custom script extension that you deployed earlier to the first virtual machine via Azure Shell. Click save and back on the custom template blade. So click save and back on the custom deployment blade. Enable the checkbox I agree to terms and conditions. So if I come back here, I agree to the terms and conditions and click on purchase. Disregard the message stating the resource group is in a location that is not supported by one or more resources in the template. So it's just saying, hey, disregard this message. So I'm just going to disregard that. Wait for the template deployment to complete. You can monitor progress. So the other, we just verified the other deployment, the custom extension is succeeded. So in this one, now we can hit on purchase and it will start the new deployment. It says the validation is successful. So if I click on that one, so this deployment is also in progress. So what is telling us, this can take up to, should not take more than 3 minutes. So it's 152. So by 155 we should be done. To verify the custom script extension blade configuration was successful, navigate back to VM081 blade on the operations section. Click run command and the list of commands. Click the PowerShell script. On the run command script blade, type the following run to access the website hosted on VM0. So Just give it a minute, and as soon as this deployment is done, we'll go and we'll run that PowerShell script from VM1 and verify that our deployment is successful, and at that time we'll end the video. So give me a minute. I'm going to pause the video and I'll be back as soon as the deployment is done. Okay, I'm back, and as you can see from this notification bar that deployment is successful. So I can go to the resource group, and in this resource group we want to go to VM1 as per the lab instruction. So let's go back and then under operations section, so let's find operations. Here's my operations, and here I should have run command is what we want to select, and this should give us option to run the PowerShell script. So we'll click on that one. So that should give us the window where we can type our PowerShell command that we want to invoke, and we'll paste this command. This is going to invoke the web request to the other VM that we are hosting in the other VM0, and then we're going to run this PowerShell script, and we verify this script execution is in progress. It is a successful execution. So let's wait for a second, and as soon as the verification is done, we will close this particular task of this lab, and we'll start the next task in the next window. So here your status code is 200 and status description is okay. That means your HTTP request was successful. We were able to get to the web server that is running on VM0. So we have completed successfully all of the steps down to 20 under task 2, where we have configured the Azure virtual machines by using virtual machine extensions. Okay, so if you like this video, give me a like, subscribe, share with friends, and good luck with the exam. In the next video, we will start working on scale, compute, and storage for virtual machines. So see you there. Thank you. Good luck with the exam.